G'day, Simon and James at a very sunny, very busy Southwest Cars and Coffee. Lots of cool stuff happening this morning. Talk to us, mate.
It is a good morning indeed. We have Daily Driven Exotics coming out, bringing their newly returned Aventador SVJ that just got back from the Gumball Rally. We have the Gallardo Super Trofeo car as well. Fresh Kicks is bringing out his S15. It's just going to be a good day overall. What have you seen roll in?
Yeah, I just saw a really beautiful bright green classic Super B. Just a ton of classics as well. So really, really cool. Hey, don't forget, if you come to Southwest Cars and Coffee, please remember to respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of San Clemente and getting on and off those freeways.
And then, guys, I've got to head off to F1 Vegas, so I'm going to leave you in good hands. I'll see you guys next week for another Southwest Cars and Coffee. Thank you so much.
So I better learn a little bit about some exotics. Let's go for a walk and check some stuff out. Great to have Damon and Dave rolling in from Daily Driven Exotics. Always good to see them in the car, freshly back from the Gumball Rally, the SVJ.
What's up, Simon?
Good to see you, mate. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't watch it.
It looks good. It looks like you actually drive the thing. Come and get a park.
Fresh from Vietnam, Cambodia.
Fresh from Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia. Isn't that cool? We'll catch up with Damon in a while. Good morning, good to see you. And always good to have Chris here from Skinny's World as well. How are you?
I had to bring the little one. He says it's his favorite car show.
Oh, glad to hear it. Welcome. Good to have you both here. As you just saw, we had the guys from Daily Driven Exotics roll in. Damon was driving this, the SVJ they've just brought back from the Gumball Rally. So this thing's been to Vietnam, Cambodia, everywhere in between. I love the fact that they actually haven't washed it since it got back. We'll try and catch up with Damon in a little bit about that. And then next to it, Dave rolled in the Golf livery on this Lamborghini Squadra Corsa ST. Great looking car, love this color scheme. The orange wheels on this thing looks great. And then as we roll through, we have got also over here an Aston Martin as part of the group that came in. And this looked good in this, with this wrap in it. And then Chris, Skinny's World. Great always to have Chris and his son along this morning in his replaced, of course, the R8 that he used to have with his beautiful looking Lamborghini a few months ago.
Simon, great show.
Absolutely my pleasure, mate. Great to have you here as always.
Looked amazing from the inside of Starbucks where the line
Is that where you were?
The line was so big, I was in there waiting for a coffee.
You know what you need to do? Get here at 6:30 with us and then there's no line.
Deal, I'll do it one day.
You should.
You know what we should do one day? I should try to bring, I can't say all the cars, but like we should try to do as many DDE cars as I can find drivers for.
Absolutely.
Would that be fun?
We could do that.
And we now, because we have them, we can do Mercy, Aventador, Revuelto, so the 3 generations of V12 Lamborghini. And I have to show you the twin turbo V12. We finally tuned it. It sounds like a motorcycle with turbos.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna show you right now off camera and get your reaction.
Absolutely. So Damon showed me the dyno video. Holy cow. I'm not going to give away anything because they're obviously going to do a video on it. This is, I think, the toughest, wildest sound I've ever heard of anything on a dyno. Make sure to follow their channel. Super clean 570S here. Just if you can pick up the shine on this thing, is absolutely amazing. Such a beautiful color. And the thing I really like about this car is the trim color is just in this sort of tan, just contrasts really well. But look at the shine on this thing between both of the 2 layers. It just looks absolutely beautiful. Great looking car. They are such a good looking thing, replaced of course by the Artura. This is still a twin turbo V8. The Artura of course now has moved to a hybrid platform with a hybrid V6 turbo. The Artura is a faster car, but I still have a thing about V8s, obviously. Really, really, really nice and clean. And next to it, more classic Ferrari, just wonderful. You know, it's funny, is it really classic? It's not that old, but you know, 458 Spider. These cars have been around for a few years now, but I tell you what, they still look absolutely beautiful, don't they? Next to it, very, very nice looking McLaren 720S, full body kit on it. Just a raw great cars through here. Stunning looking SVJ here. I think this colour is called Grigio Telesto. It's not the Nata Grey, obviously, because it has a metal flake to it, I think, but beautiful colour. Lovely dark grey, contrasting sort of bronze colour wheels. SVJs are still such an amazing car. Look at the beautiful carbon fibre aero on this thing. And then into that wonderful looking V12 in there. Of course, replaced recently by the new Revuelto, which James and I reviewed a few months ago, thanks to the guys at Lamborghini of Newport Beach. Just a beautiful car still. I mean, you look at this car and you think how old the Aventador is, and it still looks absolutely incredible. Great ride cars through here. Next to it, we have a really nice looking 900 LT. Really great looking colour scheme on it. More Lambos through here, and then wonderful looking GT3 RS over here. 991, I'm guessing .2 on this thing, but just still a great classic looking car. Oh, another SV over here. Beautiful looking SF90 here. Love the wheels on this thing as well. You know, when this came out, a lot of people said this was going to be the replacement for the LaFerrari, which of course was a hybrid. This is a plug-in hybrid. Amazing to think, isn't it, that Ferrari would do a plug-in hybrid, but that's certainly the way that a lot of them are going. But this particular car has combined power of 1,000 horsepower. I think it's 217 on the electric motor, and the rest is obviously coming from that V8 that this thing has it as well, twin turbo V8. But an amazing car, amazing performance, and really holding their value as well. Pretty car on every angle as well. This one in the yellow looks amazing, but come through. I love the fact we can look in the back and see that power plant in there, and then the really nice black leather with the yellow detail in the trim as well. Great looking car, SF90 Spike. Always great to have motorcycles here, and we got a great turnout this morning. Look at them, all of them rolling in over here. It's a cool looking BMW over here. Check this out. I thought it was a Ducati at first with that front fairing, but this thing looks great with this classic looking cafe racer style fairing and that beautiful paint on it. Look at the fact that this is all colour mesh as well. Really nice, beautiful looking Ducati next to it there. Shout out to all of our sponsors. We could not do the show without them. Mazda, first of all, great to have those guys here. Next Level Auto Protection, the only guys I trust to PPF, Paint Correct, Ceramic Coat, all of my cars. James, same thing. Accident Lawyer, so you need an accident attorney, make sure to check these guys out. Next with Beckworth Financial, a newer sponsor. Need financial help, make sure to come and talk to these guys. And then MR Weston and Associates as well, another newer sponsor of the show. We've got the guys from Ineos Grenadier here. Make sure to go to our website, check out info on all of these sponsors.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.
This is the green Super Bee I was talking about in the intro. This thing is so pretty. This green color is just looks magnificent on this thing. It looks like it's a Survivor car as well. Have a look at that 446 pack, and just so clean. Look at that. Love that original black hood. There's something about cars of this era. You know, the thing I love about this era of Super Bee, in fact, or this era of Mopars, the back on this thing has such a great presence. Look at these angled tail lights that this thing has, and then the rectangular exhaust on it as well, and the little Super Bee icon on the side. What a great looking car. Oh, I miss this era of muscle cars. They were really, really cool. Hey, while we're here, let's take another look at this amazing Fairlane 500 Skyliner that we've had at the show before. I was talking about this to somebody this morning who was in a 458 Spider, and they opened up the roof, and I said, this thing is incredible. So this roof is all one piece. So when the roof goes back, you can see there's a join there so it can fit, and then the rest of the roof is one piece, and it drops down into the trunk. Now, if you want to travel, this metal box here is the only place that you can put any of your luggage if you're going to put the roof down. Obviously, the roof stays up. You've got the rest of it. There's actually a roof retracting warning through there as well. So, If the roof's up, you're not going to put it down, you can fill that trunk with a ton of stuff. Look at it. But if it's not, then you've got to, that's your only trunk space. Really interesting mechanism. I can't tell whether it's hydraulic or whether they're servo motors, but there's so much going on back here. You know, back to the day, these days you've got like micro chips to be able to control everything. In this day, it was all little switches and hydraulics, and very, very clever. Beautiful looking car. Somebody's put a ton of time and money into this Tesla. Have a look at this air ride in it with a rather unique finish in there. Look at this gold flake that they've rolled through the whole thing as well. So if you think that car customizing is going to go away when EVs come along, this is a great example that it does not have to. There's people that want to get out, customize these cars. There'll be a lot of stuff happening in the future around EVs, I'm sure, from a performance standpoint, but also obviously the outside and inside customization. That's never going to change. Take a look at this incredible Imperial Crown. Now, Imperial was Chrysler's luxury brand. So when Cadillac was part of GM, obviously, and you had Lincoln as part of Ford, this was what Chrysler was pushing against those competitors. And this car is absolutely spectacular. I mean, just some of the little details, like look at these sort of flush door handles, which wasn't a thing back in this era. Most door handles stuck out, and that very luxurious looking interior through there, which is spectacular. It's a four-door, but it looks like when the window goes down, it's completely pillarless through here, which is super cool. Now, this particular car as well has featured in a movie as well, so it is pretty cool. Have a look at this over here. So this is Kitten with a Whip. So this is a movie with John Forsythe and Anne Margaret, and this was the car that was actually used in that movie. This is a contender for Car of the Week, I think. It's got a pretty cool story behind it. This 1955 Chevy 210 is a tough build. I'm guessing it's built around the 90s, just a couple of giveaways. Interior, we'll look at that in a moment, but also these Centerline Convo Pros, which were a big thing back then. In Australia, we still love these Convo Pros. Centerline's got a huge market over there. This thing, some of the things that makes you sort of know that it was a 90s, obviously a ton of chrome stuff and polished stuff under there, but the one-piece aluminum firewall that they put in there, standard style, big block, looks like a Holly under there, a little hard to tell with that air cleaner over the top. But as we come through the thing as well, look at this interior. There's certain things like this style of grey interior, but also that style of steering wheel, running some non-traditional gauges, video gauges in that gauge pot in there. But the graphics as well really give it that look of that sort of era, but super tough. And if you look under the back, big rubber underneath there as well. So this thing's running some huge tyres. Great looking tough car.
I trust my best, confess. You hate me wearing the pants. If you weren't so damn obsessed with making me a perfect lie. Makeup is out, naturals in, letting my skin glow out. Yeah, taking shit if you don't like this. You still live in your man's world. I'm not gonna spend the night. I'm talking. You got that thing
As you know, we always welcome clubs to South OC Cars and Coffee. This morning we have the Miatas here. Now, if you've got a club and you want to get together early at South OC Cars and Coffee, please reach out to us either through our website or DM us via Instagram, Facebook, or even our South OC Cars and Coffee merch Instagram page.
That is it for a very busy South OC Cars and Coffee. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And please remember, if you are going to attend the show, respect our rules: no revving, no speeding, no burnouts. That includes on and off the streets of San Clemente, of course, on the property, and then getting on and off those freeways as well. I want to say a massive thank you to all of our sponsors. We have the brackets here, We're Marketing, Mazda, Meguiar's, iAccent Attorneys, Lex Level Auto Protection, Sierra, Ineos, Grenadier, Carpentastic, Happy Jewelers, Beckwith Financial, Josh the Auto Buyer, and then Coldwell Banker Realty as well. And then I do want to give a huge shout out to all the volunteers that help us put on this show each and every week. We could not do it without you guys. If you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee merch. So we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of our new hats, hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeves, all of the good stuff. And then if you are volunteering at Cars and Coffee, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's DYNO provides a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, big thank you to Ruby's for doing that, and also feeding the masses as well. And a big thank you to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. We couldn't do the show without them. So remember, if you want to go to the movies, go shopping, go to a restaurant, grab a coffee, come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and
comment, everything.
Everything. I always forget that. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.